So I'm still working on my first impressions video of the Mavic Air 2, and spoiler alert, it's really good. It is the best drone by far that I have ever flown. But I'm gonna change it up a little bit today. I'm gonna release that video later. What I'm gonna do today is, because it's so mind-numbingly windy out, is I'm gonna do a comparison test between these 4 drones: the Mavic Mini, the Mavic Air, the Mavic 2 Pro, and the Mavic Air 2. And what I wanna do is I wanna see the flight time capabilities in high wind conditions. And then also I wanna check the return to home landing accuracy of these 4 drones. So let's get to it. Hi everyone, welcome back to the channel. My name is Russ. If you're here for the first time, go ahead and browse around the channel when you're done watching this video. See if you find anything of interest or value. And if you do, click on that subscribe button. So as you might be able to hear, it is mind-numbingly windy today. I just checked the AccuWeather. It's 27 miles per hour sustained, gusting up to 40 miles per hour. And so I thought it'd be a great day to test out the wind capabilities of all 4 of these drones. So I'm gonna start with the Mavic Air, the original Mavic Air, because I think that's gonna perform the worst. The biggest reason I wanted to do this, I wanted to test out the Mavic Air 2. You know, the advertised flight time is 34 minutes. Of course, you're never gonna get that in real life. You're probably gonna get 30, but I've flown 3 batteries with the Mavic Air 2 in preparation for my first impressions video. And all 3 batteries, I only got 27 minutes of flight time. And the very first day I flew it, there was 0 wind. There was no wind at all, and I wasn't flying aggressively or anything like that. So I really doubt that you're gonna get 30 minutes on a consistent basis with the Mavic Air 2. So we're gonna challenge it today. We're gonna challenge these other drones as well. So let's get the Mavic Air up. We're at 98%. So what I'm gonna do is I'm just gonna let it hover, get its landing point. I'm gonna fly it out a few hundred feet, and I'm just gonna let it hover. I know a hover test is not an accurate flight test, you know, to check, you know, the capabilities of a normal flight, but we're gonna be hovering with all 4 of them. So it's a consistent test between the 4 drones. And the biggest reason I'm doing a hover test is because I'm not gonna fly in these terrible windy conditions. I'm barely gonna go far enough away, because if they do start to go away, I can at least land it and I can walk over there and get it. So let's get the Mavic Air up in the air. So, you know, even though it's 27 miles per hour sustained down here, the higher you go, the worse the winds are. And I know there's an app, I think there's an app that can tell you the wind speed at different elevations. I'm not sure what the app is. If you know, let me know down in the comments. But I don't think I'm gonna fly too far away. I think I'm just gonna hover straight above me. And because right now it's far away from the landing pad. I mean, it's 37 feet away. Actually, you know what? I think we have to get a little bit further away for the return to home to kick in. So let's go ahead just a little bit. Yeah, we'll go out to about 120, 130 feet, and then we'll let it hover there. And we're gonna bring it down to, let's check and see what the return to home, where's my battery? There it is. 15% we got set to low battery warning. I'm gonna leave it at that. And then we're gonna bring it back home, let it hover, and only land it when it does critical battery and it starts to land by itself. All right, I'm gonna go ahead and speed this up so you guys don't have to watch this whole thing. And after this, I think I'm gonna do the Mavic 2 Pro after this, but yeah, so far it's staying still. So I'm a little bit worried in these high winds, but okay, anyway, here we go. And we're just gonna let it land by itself. Wow, that is really, really good. It's about a foot off of the takeoff point. Got down to 7% before it landed. I was very impressed with how it held its position. Let's take a look at the flight time. 13 minutes and 36 seconds. So for these conditions, not too bad for the Mavic Air. So I think what I'm gonna do now, I'm gonna do the Mavic 2 Pro. I'm a little worried about putting the Mavic Mini up in this wind. I might not go up to 100 feet with that. I don't know, we'll test it out and see. But let's do the Mavic 2, whoa. Let's do the Mavic 2 Pro next. Before we get the Mavic 2 Pro up, I'm gonna tell you about today's sponsor. This video is sponsored once again by Ridge Wallet. I love my Ridge wallet. I finally got rid of my old crusty leather junk-filled wallet, and I got a Ridge wallet last October, dropped it in the lake, and I was really, really sad. So Ridge Wallet said, how about we sponsor a few videos for you, and we'll send you this one right here. I got the carbon fiber one. I highly recommend the carbon fiber one because it's pretty much indestructible. The carbon fiber one has been amazing. Actually, I think I have it right here. Yes, I do. The carbon fiber Ridge wallet, and it comes in like 12 different colors. Comes in aluminum, titanium, or carbon fiber. Free worldwide shipping, 10% off if you use the link down in the description and put 51 drones as the discount code. So thanks to Ridge for sponsoring this video. Let's get the Mavic 2 Pro up. I probably should turn it on first. That would be helpful. We've got to do a self unlock. Oh, I must have one in there already. All right, let's try it again. Have I mentioned how much I hate DJI geo locking? Seriously. Spawn of the devil. Oh my God. I tell you what, this fucking geofencing has... So let's get the Mini up.
Take off.
Whoa, that's loud. Okay, and we are at 98%. Home point is set. He is struggling. He's struggling. We'll see here. I might have to, well, uh-oh. I might have to keep some, uh-oh. Where you going? Where you going, little buddy? Come on. All right, we're getting her back closer. I might have to just fly it around here, I guess. What I said when I said my prediction was the Mavic Mini was gonna win this, I don't think it's gonna win it. All right, I'm gonna go ahead and fast forward through this. I'm gonna try to keep it relatively close. I really don't want to chase it down, so I'll try to keep it as close to the same height and distance as the other ones, but I don't know if I'm gonna be able to do that. All right, so flight time is 19 minutes and 3 seconds, 19:03. So it crushed the Mavic Air as far as flight time, even with all of the adjustments that I had to make for the wind. And so it did perform pretty well. I don't think it's gonna win, but it did pretty well as far as the return to home accuracy. You have to be a certain amount of distance away before the return to home will kick in and come back. I'm not sure what it is. I'm sure you guys will let me know down in the comments, but I think it did pretty good. So what I'm gonna do right now is I'm gonna try to do the unlocking license again for the Mavic 2 Pro. If that doesn't work, we'll just run the Mavic Air 2. And then while we're doing that, we'll try to unlock the Mavic 2 Pro again. So yeah, pretty good, pretty good. Just a little tip, you guys. A lot of people get flyaways when they're flying in wind. If you start to get a flyaway, just lower your elevation and pull back on the sticks. I mean, that's what I did every single time. I just lowered the elevation and got it away from that higher winds up high, and then I was able to pull it back. And so just be aware if you're flying your Mavic Mini and it starts to fly away, just drop your elevation, and hopefully that brings it back. Okay, we finally got the GeoZone unlocked. I had to do it with my phone. I don't know why, but I can't import from my iPad for some reason to the Mavic 2 Pro. Something going on there. I'll have to investigate that. So let's get it up and see how the Mavic 2 Pro does. I think it's gonna do just fine, but I should say I do have the master air screw props on there, so maybe cheating just a little bit with those master air screw props. They do give you just a little bit more flight time, not that much. The benefit of the master air screw, they're much quieter, and that's why I like them, and they kind of look cool, you know, having different colors. But as far as flight time, they're really not going to make that much of a difference on flight time, especially on a hover test. But if you're interested in master air screw props, get them, because they are so good for the Mavic 2 Pro and for the original Mavic Air. All right, so we are, let's try to get about in the same place here. Okay, 100 feet high, about 150 feet away. All right, we're gonna go ahead and fast forward through this and see what we get with the Mavic 2 Pro. All right, there we go. So we got down to about 9% and landed perfectly. It would have landed perfectly if I wouldn't have stopped it in the exact location that it took off from. Let's take a look at the flight time. 20 minutes and 20 seconds, so just a little bit better than the Mavic Mini. And boy, that Mavic Mini really is impressive. So, all right, so let's check out the Mavic Air 2 and see how that does. All right, the one we've been waiting for, the Mavic Air 2. Like I said, I've flown this 3 batteries. I've gotten 27 minutes all 3 times. So we'll see how it does today. And let's get it up and get started. Quietest drone ever. It is the quietest drone that I have ever flown. And there's a lot more I'm gonna talk about in my first impressions review coming out. I don't know when it's gonna come out. I'm still learning all about this drone, and so I'm still making up my mind on a few things. One of them is the battery life. That's another reason I'm doing this video today. But keep watching for that. If you're not subscribed, subscribe to the channel so you can see my first impressions video on the Mavic Air 2. All right, let's go ahead and fast forward this, and we'll come back and we'll see who the winner is. All right, 9%, 25 minutes and 31 seconds. Crushed it. Crushed the Mavic 2 Pro by over 5 minutes. Beat the Mavic Mini, definitely beat the original Mavic Air. So, and the other thing is rock steady. I can't tell, but it definitely was as steady as the Mavic 2 Pro and maybe even a little more steady with this wind. So the Mavic Air 2, very impressive. You know, just a couple minutes less than I got flying around normally with 0 wind. I got 27 minutes, like I said, doing that the other day out at the lake. I just don't know if you're gonna get 30 minutes out of this drone, even on perfect conditions, but it's just gonna take some more flights to figure it out. So anyway, I'll put the results up on the screen here so you guys can see the exact times. I'll also probably put up the advertised maximum flight time so you can see the percentage of how they did compared to their advertised maximum flight time. So Mavic Air 2 continues to impress me. I'm gonna do some more testing with it and I'll finalize that video here pretty soon. If you guys have any questions about this, about the Mavic Air 2, anything that you wanna see, let me know down in the comments. Click on one of the thumbs on your way out, preferably the one that's pointed up, and subscribe if you're not subscribed to the channel. Thanks to Ridge once again for sponsoring this video. There's a link in the description, check that out. I wanna thank you all for watching the video today. Have a great day, and as always, fly safe and fly smart.